Hi Divine Feminine, welcome to your June 2020 reading. Butterfly Ivy here. We're going to do a check-in, see what's been going on and see what's coming in for June 2020 as a Divine Feminine, okay? So, the cards have been shuffled off of camera. They will be shuffled on camera as well. I am an intuitive reader, and I will use a mixture of oracle cards and I will use a mixture of tarot. Okay. So the cards that we have at the moment, we have the patience card and we have the gentleness card. I feel with these, the Divine Feminine is coming into herself a little bit. I feel like she's done quite a lot of inner work during maybe April and May of 2020, okay? I feel going into June, you are still going to be doing the inner work, okay? But whereas before, maybe in the past, whilst you've been thinking about situations and circumstances that have been presented to you, you haven't really been compassionate with yourself. I feel like you might have been quite hard on yourself, okay? In June, you're asked to be gentle with yourself and with others, okay? And you are asked to be patient. Now, we are going to get some clarification and we'll see what we need to be patient about and also see what has been happening. Okay, so we have Archangel Zakiel, who says, letting yourself be vulnerable can be hard, but also liberating. Archangel Chamuel says, sometimes things we thought lost can come back to us. And Archangel Uriel talks of inspiration. Try not to fill every spare moment. Meditate and let the divine light in. So like I said, the Divine Feminine has done a lot of inner work, but she may have found herself coming from a place of harshness, where she may have been a bit judgmental of situations or circumstances around her. Moving into June, it's going to settle down a little bit. I feel like you are going through a spiritual awakening, okay? You are asked to trust that things will get better. I am a medium and I'm being shown a windy road in my third eye, okay? I think you've had some ups and downs. Moving into June 2020, you're going to feel a bit more inspired. You're going to feel like you want to take a bit more action, okay? You may have been in your mind a lot. You may have done some overthinking, okay? I feel like you've had love on your mind quite a lot. I feel it may have kept you from maybe doing some things you like. Okay, you may not have had time to have some fun. But we do have the play card. So coming into June 2020, I feel like things are going to start to relax a little bit more. I do understand quite a majority of the world is on lockdown and some people are just coming out of it. This video is filmed in May 2020, but for June I do feel like things are going to start to ease off a little bit. You're going to come into more contact with friends and you're going to come into more contact with family. Some also might do some travel, okay, travel up and down the country that you're in. Or also some actually may go abroad in June 2020. Now, the tarot cards we have is the Temperance card, the Four of Swords, and the Knave of Cups, okay? I do feel that there may have been a lack of communication with somebody, okay? I do feel this is a love reading. okay, and it is connected with a masculine energy. I feel a divine feminine has been in her feminine energy quite a lot. She may have actually shed some tears. Something has happened that's caused the divine feminine to go into her mind. It's caused her to be hard on herself. She may have even had some anxiety. But coming into June 2020, you are going to come into balance. So I'm just trying to get some more information around the circumstance of what could have happened, how it can actually, how this reading can relate to you. Okay, so we have the Six of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, clarifying the Four of Swords, okay? The Divine Feminine may have had a block on her finances due to a situation or circumstance that went on in her life. It then created blocks on her energy, on her creative energy, which may have made her feel quite reserved, okay? There's been a lack of patience in a situation or circumstance, but it's a situation that's actually left the Divine Feminine feeling quite awkward, maybe. Maybe something's happened where the Divine Feminine feels quite embarrassed. Yeah, we have the Four of Cups reversed. Somebody hasn't come forward with a love offer. The Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Page of Swords. So I feel the Divine Feminine felt that maybe she'd found the one, okay? The Divine Feminine may have felt that she's found the love of her life, and something's happened where the situation has cut communication, maybe an argument. It could even be ghosting. It may just be simple as there hasn't been an argument. There's been a show of love. There's been some fast action. Maybe even a promise of love. But it didn't actually materialise, okay? It's left you feeling discontented. Spirit are just reminding me that you need to be gentle on yourself, okay? You need to remember that people's actions have nothing to do with you, okay? It's how they see their world and it's how they act. I'm trying to say here. They act from a limited view, a limited perspective of what they only know. I'm clearing the throat chakra, so maybe there's been some, maybe the Divine Masculine has been holding back his truths, okay? Yeah, see, we have the Passion card, so something has definitely had you fired up with passion. But I do feel it's left, maybe just as quick as it actually came in, Divine Feminine. You may have found the key to unlock your heart. You may feel that the Divine Masculine has the key to unlock your heart. And what's happened is he's cut off communication. He may have thought or feels that he's seeking freedom. He may have just wanted friendship. He may not have expressed that to you though. And he may have chose to walk away instead of being honest. I feel that there's been a situation where the Divine Masculine hasn't been entirely honest with the Divine Feminine. It's left her with a lack of inspiration, okay? But you are reminded That sometimes things we thought lost can come back to us. Okay, so I'm going to get some clarity on that. So we have the Nine of Cups, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the King of Wands. Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles twice from two separate decks. Okay, to clarify this card, coming to you in June is going to be some fulfillment. Okay, there is going to be an offering of love. It doesn't necessarily have to be love itself. It could be an offering of business, of partnership, working ties. I feel like there is going to be quite some creative energy coming forwards from the Divine Feminine in June, okay? We have quite a lot of yellow coming into the future, okay? We do have the King of Wands, yeah? On top of the sometimes things we thought lost can come back to us. So maybe this masculine was a bit of a dominant character, okay? Maybe he's a fire sign. I'm picking up Leo. But you don't have to be dealing with a Leo. I'm just going to get some more clarification on the Nine of Cups. Of what's returning to us. Who is it that's returning? Or what is it that they're going to offer? Okay. So we have the Five of Cups. So I feel at the time the Divine Masculine felt that you and him could only be friends. The distance between you both has left him in misery, I would say. Maybe he's gone to be with somebody else. Maybe another single, independent female. Does feel quite karmic though. As you can see, he's looking away from his two cups. He's looking at the three cups that have overflown. And I feel that this masculine does feel that these three cups are his Divine Feminine. Okay, I do feel that these relate to you. He's wondering where you are. He's wondering what you're doing. He's up in his thoughts about you. He feels emotionally discontent. I'm just going to get some clarity on the Nine of Cups, okay? Okay, we have the Hierophant. Wow. I feel like spiritual guides are leading the Divine Masculine back to the Divine Feminine. The Divine Masculine is standing in his fiery energy, concentrating on his finances at the moment, okay? But also going backwards and forwards about this loss of love between the Divine Feminine and the Masculine, okay? I do believe in June there is going to be a promise of love. Something is going to come your way. Things are going to move to the next level. It could be self-love, okay? Because I'm being drawn to the freedom card again. Live wild and free. Choose your freedom. Claim your independence. I do feel the time away from the masculine, the Divine Feminine has been working on herself quite a lot. She has been trying to claim her independence. From there, she has withdrawn her energy from the masculine. The masculine has felt that their energy has been withdrawn, okay? The guides are leading him back to you. And in June, there may be an offering. You know, we have the Nine of Cups. We have contentment. We're moving into abundance. We're moving into fun times. But the question is, Divine Feminine, are you wanting that back? Is that what you are wanting? Because I do feel that this masculine has left you quite unfulfilled. I do feel you are moving to happier times, Divine Feminine, towards June. Wow. So we do have the Moonlight Nights. A new love enters your life. Let's celebrate. And we also have Perseverance. So Perseverance and Patience are coming through really strong at the moment. I do feel this is a connection, definitely a soul connection, in and out of energies. People have been left emotionally unfulfilled. People have been left out in the cold. There's been a feeling of guilt, okay? But it is going to be balanced out in June. There is going to be an offer of love, okay? The Hierophant, you know, it could be even an offer of marriage. It could be something quick, you know. We have the fiery energy. Sometimes these masculines, they are impulsive, yeah? I do feel that the Divine Masculine feels quite inspired to be with the Divine Feminine, okay? You, Divine Feminine, have been through a tough time. At the top, we have a lot of dark energy. We have a lot of dark cards, okay? We're moving into the fire. We're moving into the passion. It's definitely been a quick energy that has been very, very uplifting. And I do believe that this connection has very good potential. Or at that time, at least, you was both led to believe it would have very good potential. Maybe the masculine had a few options around him, okay? I'm channeling messages now from the cards that we do already have out, okay? If the Divine Masculine made a choice not to be with the Divine Feminine, he definitely, he's up in his emotions and he is unhappy, okay? But being led back to the Divine Feminine. You know, if you want it, just have the patience, okay? Do all that you can to come into the balance within yourself, the feminine and the masculine. I would recommend withdrawing your energy, okay? I'm just going to quickly have a look at what karma is being cleared for the Divine Masculine, for the Divine Feminine for June 2020, okay? So we'll do one for the masculine, we'll do one for the feminine and one for the masculine. So we're going to do the feminine first. Okay, wow, so clarity is coming in. You've been maybe a bit fuzzled. You've definitely been crying. I've just struggled to get my breath. You know, some people may have just been really, really out of sorts. Okay. There is a promise of love coming in, Divine Feminines. So what is the Divine Masculine working through? What is his karma? His ego. Wow. So I feel this masculine is quite dominant, okay? Very focused on pentacles, very focused on business. He may be an entrepreneur, does not have to be, okay? Definitely strong-minded, struggles to listen to his intuition, okay? In June, his lesson is to break down the ego. Work both ego and intuition together. The Divine Feminine, the karma she is clearing is clarity. So you're going to be gaining clarity in a situation, okay? The card is number 19. 9 and 1 is 10. We're coming to the end of a cycle in June 2020 and we're coming to a new beginning, okay? Romance is coming in. Moonlight nights are coming in, okay? There is going to be a lot of love. There's going to be a lot of passion. You might even spend the night under the stars. You know, you might spend the night looking at the moon. This may be something new to you, feminine. I feel that you may be at the beginning of your journey. You don't have to be though, okay? You don't have to be because you could have been in and out of this for quite a long time and the masculine might be coming back to give you his full cups, okay? I think you just need to hold out. I'm really sorry if you can hear my dog barking in the background, but she's in the garden and she's making me think of like an energy is going to come in June and it might be a bit fiery. It might come from the ego of the masculine, so it might not be brought in how you expected it to be brought in. they may be a bit rude, Spirit are saying, you know. They may have ghosted you and then messaged you saying, oh, well, you didn't want to be with me. But we have the two, okay? Whatever happens, however it's approached, there is definitely going to be balance. Whether you choose to be in this situation, circumstance with the Divine Masculine going forward, it's completely up to you. But if you do, I do feel that there is room for balance, okay? There is room for love. There is room for excitement. I feel that Spirit really are wanting this to come together. We can, you know, the Hierophant is pointing up to heaven. You know, he doesn't have much. He doesn't need much. Maybe this coming together may unblock some financial blockages that have been going on in the past. Maybe this coming together could be a business venture for you both. I'm just going to pull one more card, okay, for June 2020 for the Divine Feminine. What's the guidance, okay? What's the guidance for June 2020 for the Divine Feminine? Okay, I say one card. Okay, so you have to be aware of boundaries. You've done a lot of work, Divine Feminine. Now is not the time to allow that to crumble as soon as the Divine Masculine walks back to you. Doesn't necessarily just have to be related to the Divine Masculine, okay? It could be related to friends, family, business ventures. As a Divine Feminine, you are ascending. I can see that and I can feel that in the cards. The more you ascend, the more toxic people do not like it, okay? So you may have some intruding thoughts, okay? Remember, be gentle with yourself, be compassionate with yourself. You may have some people trying to step on your toes. Some people might be trying to break this relationship up, you know? Higher powers, the Hierophant is pointing up at the sky, you know? Higher powers could be trying to prevent this relationship coming together, but the light does always win, okay? But Divine Feminine, you are asked just to remember to put your boundaries up, protect yourself, okay? You may be a bit sensitive. You may still be suffering from heartbreak, okay? You may still be suffering from past energies, from heavy energies from April and May. Maybe wearing a pentacle moving forward could be something that would be helpful for you. Because as a Divine Feminine, it's not just the 3D you're fighting off, it is the 5D as well. You know, there's other forces at play once you start to awaken and once you start to open up, okay? You are reminded to have no fear, stay grounded, the promise of love is coming in, be patient. Patience is the virtue, but you are asked not to be still, yeah, unless you're meditating, okay? Don't be filling your time up with things that don't need to be filled, with it, you know, with useless, unnecessary things is what I'm trying to say. There is a need to be still at times, but what I'm trying to say to you is don't just sit and wait for this connection to happen. You have to live your life, yeah? You have to keep going. You have to push through the barriers, push through the boundaries. You have to protect yourself well and look after yourself, okay? So overall, there is going to be an offer of love in June 2020. I can see some romantic nights. I can see that you might be freed from a situation that's been keeping you in the past, okay? Keeping you locked down, keeping your pentacles buried. But there's going to be some abundance coming out. Just persevere. There is going to be balance, okay? Overall, feminine, Divine Feminine, you're doing well. Keep it up. Please subscribe, please like and share if you do feel this resonates with you. Feel free to leave me comments. It is a new channel. I'm trying to build it up. Let me know if there's anything else that you want to see moving forward. Take care.